I've been needing to find a new apartment, which has not been easy with credit as bad as mine. Luckily, I found cosigning.com. They connected me with a cosigner who helped me get my dream apartment for me and my dog. I just paid a small fee and was able to move in fast. Get the cosigner you need for the apartment you want. Check out cosigning.com today.
You know, once upon a time, I used to watch Brandon Tatum make videos like this, and I used to get mad because I didn't think about what he was saying. I was emotional. I was not processing the data, and when I did, it made sense. But initially, off the bat, I fucking couldn't stand Brandon Tatum. I felt like he was always trying to excuse the police because I've never actually looked into the topic. I just went off of what somebody on CNN or what some gay black person was telling me on some other weird channel. I didn't actually think about it for myself. Now that I'm here, has the whole world lost its fucking mind? I don't give a fuck if it's your birthday or a bar mitzvah or you just had a championship parade. What the fuck does any of that have to do with anything? If you're breaking the law, a car is a weapon. If you're driving recklessly, you are literally putting other people in the public in danger. If the police pull you over for reckless driving, that is to protect the public. If they see that you're armed, what do you want them to do? What do people in Omaha, Nebraska always brag about? What do black people in general brag about? They brag about how dangerous their city is, how many bodies have dropped in their city, how high the crime, they gloat about it. But you want police to forget that you guys brag about how dangerous you are when they pull you over, and you expect them to just let their guard down so you can do what? Kill one of them? You guys are celebrating Assata Secure because she got away with killing an officer that was white. So you guys love her to death. She killed one white cop that we know of. We don't know how many other people she killed. She was a terrorist. Black liberation, but yet she left, liberated herself. None of y'all went with her. Obviously, this country isn't that bad. Being black in America isn't that dangerous, or you would have left by now. Literally, the police did their fucking job. And you got a woke mayor talking about an investigation. What's there to investigate? We pulled over some armed people that were driving recklessly. We pulled them out of the vehicle. Why is this such a hard concept to understand? Omaha is dangerous. Its residents are dangerous. Not all of them, but the ones who are dangerous, the ones who aren't, don't speak out against them. They brag about it. Terence Crawford will brag about it himself. I don't care if he has the key to every city. The laws still apply to you. The police should not be worried about your celebrity status. It doesn't matter to them. It's inconsequential. Their job is public safety, not to, well, this person has this many followers on Instagram. Let me just patty cake. Get the fuck out of here. He's still dangerous. They all are. Police have to do their job. You don't know the threats. Cops are getting killed left and right by dangerous psychopath people. You can't just look at them and tell. Everyone has to be treated the same. An armed person has to be handled the same. It doesn't matter. Oh man, this guy just gave this other guy another really good right hook. Let me suspend all laws for him and let him just do whatever he wants. Who cares? He can kill, he can run people over. Doesn't matter. He has a really good left hook. So no law shall apply to him. Are you people insane? Am I the only one with a properly calibrated compass at the moment? Why do I have to explain this to you? This doesn't make sense. This is the video.
Seatbelt. You don't step out.
I'm
opening the door.
You can take
I'm
mine
opening the door.
Right here on my right. I'm keeping my fucking hands up.
I'm not reaching for no gun, bro. Can I move my...
Yeah, that's crazy.
You're armed. The police are armed. We live in a country where we have a Second Amendment. You don't like guns? You don't want guns around you? You don't want to get pulled over? Then move. You don't like our laws. You don't think laws should apply to black people. You don't think black people should get arrested for anything ever. Rape, murder, theft, nothing. You don't want black people to get touched by law enforcement whatsoever. I keep telling you, you're living in the wrong country. You can fly to another nation. I think in the Congo, there's no laws. You can just kill. You can do whatever you want, and then if you get in trouble, you can just pay an official, and you can kind of get out of it. Why subjugate yourself and stay here where there's actually law enforcement and you have to obey the laws? If you don't like the system, move. Complaining about it and then fighting with police and getting put in a pine box or getting put in a cell is not a solution. Asada Secure, she literally had to live in exile in Cuba, a communist nation. And guess what? She followed the fucking laws in Cuba too. You think we don't have them? We do. Every country does. She followed them there, but she refused to follow them here. It's a choice. These cops did the exact thing they were supposed to. This is protocol. We are dealing with armed people. They were driving reckless. They were pulled over. You don't know what they have in the car. It's multiple people. It's a risk. How many videos have we seen where there were people in the back seat? They start shooting through the window. Cops didn't even see them. The windows are tinted. You literally, as an officer, is your job. You're entrusted with public safety. But you also have to have a level of self-preservation inside you because you have a family also that you're providing for that you want to make it home to. You cannot let people who are insecure about their skin color and they're insecure that a white person with a badge is pulling them over and they can't just do whatever they want. Those are their problems and their problems alone. We cannot adjust how we operate as a society to compensate for other people's mental issues when it comes to authority. That is not our job. That is not going to help our society become more stable. We're holding on by a thread right now because of people literally trying to pretend that everyone white is tormenting them left and right. This was a traffic stop, and the people in the car were armed. Just because you want to fight does not mean all laws are now suspended. Oh, you got the key to the city. You can do whatever you want. No laws apply to you. Wait a minute, who's that? Terence Crawford? Let him go. Go do whatever. That's not how the fucking works. Go to another country where you can live like that. You can't live like that here. There are laws. There are rules. You will follow them, but if you don't and you choose not to, there's places for you to go. Boxes. It could be a pine one or it could be one made of metal, but you are not going to just think you can operate in society where rules do not apply to you. They apply to everyone. They apply to the illegals. That's why people showing up to these ICE facilities. It doesn't make sense. When laws are applied to everybody else, nobody is running up trying to fight law enforcement, but when it applies to them, the same laws that we all follow, now it's a problem. Now it's a crime against humanity. Get the fuck out of here. I don't care how beautiful of a left jab he has. The laws still apply to him. He is a man from a dangerous city who has a record, and he also brags about how dangerous him and his people are. But you want police to let their guard down and pretend like you guys are sweet, innocent angels. If you don't get the fuck out of here, if you're going to be anything, be for real. That's not the case. But you're a victim. But you volunteer to be a victim every day that you don't move. You don't want to be a victim anymore, leave. The truth is you're not a victim. You just tell yourself that lie. You know, I couldn't imagine the prison that you guys must live in mentally to think, oh, these people don't like me. Everybody hates me because of my color. It's not because of my actions, my behavior. It's not because of my history. It's because of how I look. Do you know what kind of mental anguish you must wake up with every day to think that everyone is out to get you? Or how much anguish you must wake up with pretending that everyone needs to like you for you to be happy and satisfied. Oh, Rico, you're saying this. Those people don't like you. Since I'm an adult, nobody likes me. I don't give a fuck about what other people like. I'm a grown-ass man. We're not walking around trying to get people to like us. We have to worry about ourselves. What are you talking about? Oh, the police don't like him because he's black. The police are not supposed to like you. You are a person. They have to enforce laws. You're an adult. You're not 15. You shouldn't be crying about who does and does not like you. Live. Follow the rules. Work. Take care of yourselves. You're worried about the wrong shit. This is ridiculous. And I have to sit up here and literally sound like Brandon fucking Tatum because it's like there's a mental block or some kind of illness. I'm embarrassed that I suffered from it at one point in time, but I guess I hate to admit it, at one point in time, I wasn't thinking for myself. I don't understand. Why was I letting Don Lemon, who's a gay man, who's probably into kids, a weird fuck, why would I let him tell me what my perception on life, the world, and my president should be? I'm not even gay. Why would I listen to somebody gay? I'm not black. Why would I listen to somebody black? A gay person and a black person are going to live in completely different realities, subsets of reality. You know, Terence Crawford has been living in this country his whole life. He only speaks one language. I speak 5. The one language, that means they've only lived in the United States their entire life. How the fuck have you made it to your big age in your 40s and you still don't know the rules? How? You know, people say, oh, well, look, I tell people that's my problem with HBCUs. That's my problem with these black areas. You live in a separate sub-society. You don't know how to live in polite, regular American society. So you don't know the rules. You don't understand. It's like you're an immigrant in a way. You just got here. You don't know the customs. That means you're not even prepared to deal with the real world. And then we wonder why so many of you are in prison. You cannot function in the real world. You haven't lived in it. You've lived in a separate sub-world. We have to break down those sub-worlds. We have to all live in the same shared reality where we live. If not, there's going to just keep being conflicts and clashes because you don't understand the rules. In the real world, right, where in polite society, American society, you don't get to choose your own rules and which rules. You don't get to make your... I did a video the other day where the person that they pulled over is trying to dictate to the police how the stop is going to go. In which reality, on which earth, has that ever been the policy? Never has. But when you live in a private sub-society, I guess you can kind of make your own rules and do your own. That's not how it works in the real world. You have to snap the fuck out of it. None of this makes any sense. And I can't believe I have to get on here and make a video like this about something that is extreme common sense. You're armed. Of course, a police officer is going to have to pull a gun on you to make sure that you're not a threat or you're not a danger. It is normal. That's why I keep telling people, my black friends are totalitarians. They don't believe, for one thing, they don't believe in property rights. They love squatters. They love people that steal property. They hate the Second Amendment, so they don't like guns unless they have them. They don't want anyone having guns. They don't want police having guns. They want to censor you. That means they want to cut out your tongue. They want you banned. They don't believe in free speech at all. They don't believe in any of the things that are most important about the Constitution until it's convenient. You live in a constitutional republic by choice that you can choose to fly the fuck away from every day. If you have an issue with how things work in society, which you should have known all this stuff by now. I shouldn't have to explain it to you as an adult. But if you don't understand how it works and you don't agree with it, do your research, find another country, relocate. If not, you're going to end up in a box, either a wooden one or a metal one. Don't you want better for yourself? Why don't you just choose life and live somewhere else? Why stay here if you're not going to be able to follow the rules because your parents didn't teach you? Because in your sub-society? Because think about it, if you live in the hood, you're only dealing with your own people. Police, you might have run-ins, but for the most part, they leave you to your own devices. We literally just shoot up and kill each other every single day. Nobody really cares. The investigations aren't that deep. They just kind of let us wipe ourselves. But when we want to get out of the hood and branch off into other areas and hurt other people, now they have to protect the public from us. They need guns to protect other people from us. The most violent group in human history. But we want to know why the police are scared and why they have to have weapons and have all these procedures. Are you, bro? I can't share this delusion with you. I'll refuse. I won't. Share the video, leave a comment if you agree or disagree, but let's talk about it. If there's an issue, if you want to correct me on something, please do. I'm all ears. We'll be back with another video in about 20 minutes. Cheers.
I've been needing to find a new apartment, which has not been easy with credit as bad as mine. Luckily, I found cosigning.com. They connected me with a cosigner who helped me get my dream apartment for me and my dog. I just paid a small fee and was able to move in fast. Get the cosigner you need for the apartment you want. Check out cosigning.com today.